Looks like a normal road, looks like a normal road, looks like a normal road, and then booyah! Look at that, huh? Look at that view. Okay, amigos, just a quick update video this week. We're on the road again. My friend Juan and I were in Mexico doing our third leg of the motorcycle trip. We started out in Guanajuato, which is central Mexico. Our first leg was from Guanajuato to Mazatlan, then Mazatlan up the coast of Sinaloa through Coyoacan and Los Mochis, and then there's a ferry in Topolobampo. Took the ferry from Topolobampo to La Paz in Baja California Sur. Went around Cabo and La Paz. That was our second leg. Now the third leg is going to be from Cabo all the way up to Tijuana. Right now we're in Loreto, which is about 1/4 of the way up the Baja Peninsula. Now, to kind of put this in perspective for those maybe viewing in the US, from Cabo to Tijuana is a little over 1,000 miles, so that's equivalent to San Diego to Portland driving. So each day we're doing about 3 or 4 hours on the bikes, and then we are stopping usually at a small hotel similar to this. Usually we pay 500 pesos, which is $25. Usually 2 double beds. We share the room, so it's about $12.50 or $13 each, so you can't beat the prices. But I'll just show you kind of what we do for the day. We're getting ready to get on the bikes here in Laredo, and we're gonna head up to Mulegé, which is our next stop. It's gonna be one of our shorter legs, but it's gonna be beautiful, so we're gonna have a lot of stops along the route with beaches and whatnot. So I'll show you, come along. So just getting on the bike here, leaving the hotel. All right, starting this baby up. Wait 1 second, I wanted to show you how I've got the bike packed up. In case you're interested in doing a trip like this, what you need to pack, this is what I've got. I've got my tank bag, which is not really a tank bag, it's this big duffel bag that is way too big. But I've got my small drone in there, I've got some camera equipment, I've got clothes, I've got some of my bathroom essentials, some charging stuff right there, which I'm able to use with my USB port here. And it works out nicely because I'm able to put a wire through there and I have whatever I'm charging right there in the front pocket. I've got this tied to our crash bars. We installed these after the fact. These are aftermarket crash bars that work out nicely as attachments there with the ropes. These lights, these were aftermarket. We installed those recently, actually with the help of Ramon down in Cabo. Those are actually set on the bright lights, so when you hit the brights, those go on. It really is helpful when riding in the desert. What else do we have here? The back, we just recently added these sort of saddle bags. They're pretty cheap. We thought they were going to be nicer, but we've had to modify them with some ropes just to keep them up. I've got a small sleeping bag in there. On this side, it has a water bottle holder. I have some other items in there. I think dirty clothes kind of bag, and another bag of stuff. Got my flip-flops in the trunk. I've got some running tennis shoes there. This is my main laptop bag. I've got a laptop in there. I've got my hard drive. I've got some other items in there. Here I've got beach towel, some extra rope. I've got some oil. I've got a tire plug kit in case we have any tire punctures. We actually modified these tires to make them tubeless. So that's a big help when you're going through, you know, the desert or whatever. So we're able to repair it if we need to with this kit with a plug, as long as it's not a major blowout. And then with that, I've got this small hand pump to help with any flat we have. Anyway, that's how I've got it packed up. Now let's check out Laredo. So you can see some of the cool roads here in Laredo. Have the canopy coming over the street. I think I'm going down a one-way street, but give you a quick loop through Laredo, and then we'll head out of town and head up towards Mulegé. I think this is all one way. Shoot. Here's the town square where the big, the main church is. Well, there's some touristy spots there, souvenirs, and then here's the church. Hopefully there's no policia, but we're going the wrong way. Anyway, check that out. Kind of cool. And then we got some souvenir shops and stuff. This is for my dad. He would love that. KC Chiefs. We'll check out this main path along the water. That's a lot of these towns have this. It's called the Malecon, and like I said, it's like the little boardwalk along the water. Here we go, the Sea of Cortez. Really beautiful, and a lot of beautiful boating and sailing as well. We've seen quite a few boats that are, you know, anchored out here and cruising the Sea of Cortez. There's a nice catamaran right there. Nice big motor yacht right there. But just beautiful. And a lot of sea life. A lot of fishing is popular. Water activity, snorkeling, tons of fish to see. So, really a cool place to visit. Having been to La Paz a few times and now Laredo, I definitely like La Paz better just because it's a bit bigger. But, you know, something for everyone. So if you want more of a quaint, really small town, you can go to Laredo. Trying to find our way out to the highway. I don't think that was a through street. Alright, looks like we found the highway. So that's where we're headed right there. Mulahe, if you can see that sign. Right in front of me, Highway 1. Right there. There's Juan up there ahead of us. Whoa, look at all these horses up here running. Something you don't see every day. That's pretty wild. This police officer up here was in a truck essentially running the horses away. That was interesting. So there's the policia, and then there's the horses that were just running across the highway. If you can see them over there. There they are running again up that hill right there. All right, on our way. So yeah, Baja is really interesting as far as desert. It is hot, and you need that breeze at about 30 miles an hour at least to cool you off. Pretty cool. Look at this though, all these cacti. Very cool. And of course you need the obligatory cactus photo. So a couple videos back I had some people complaining I wasn't wearing gloves for safety purposes, and that was because I couldn't operate the GoPro on the helmet when I had the gloves on, so I would have them off for when I knew I wanted to do some shots. But I did find a solution, and it only compromises safety in a very minor way, and that is that I cut a tip of my finger off here on the glove, and I actually kind of sewed it to reinforce it, but that makes it perfect so you can use the buttons on the camera and still operate everything, and it doesn't really compromise safety, so that's cool. So for you moto vloggers out there, that's a potential solution for you. As with most things worthwhile, there's a risk factor involved, you know, with filmmaking and trying to document interesting adventures and things. So yeah, this is kind of a typical road like we've been on for the last couple of days. Quite windy at times, but also some major straightaways that just go for miles. But this is, I mean, look at this. Really cool landscape. So we'll have about an hour. We'll have about an hour of riding through terrain like this before we get to the next coastal area. We go inland slightly on the map. I don't know if it's 15 miles off the coast or whatever, up until we get closer to Mulahey. Definitely a lot of twisty roads here. Kind of a motorcycle rider's dream when it comes to twisties. A lot of people like the roads like this. We just kind of cruise at a nice pace. Enjoy the scenery. Look at this though, huh? Coming onto a military checkpoint or something. They're trying to flag us down, saying to slow down. Interesante. Oh. Buenos días. We go Loreto to Mulahey. Sí. ¿Moleta? ¿Quieres? Sí. It's camera. Sí, sí, claro. It's a camera. ¿Está bien? Gracias. 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 Okay. You like my Spanish there? As you can see, not much to fear. No shakedowns, no nothing. Just some military guys doing their jobs, just like in the US. The guy was even trying to help me get my bag tied back on. Okay. Okay, they got everything. Okay, we're on our way. So yeah, that was the first time in the whole trip we've been kind of searched by any authorities. We've had several. You go through like a government checkpoint, but a lot of times they just wave you through. That was the first time we were actually stopped and questioned and searched. But as you can see, it wasn't really much of a search. I mean, less of a search than when you go through the airport. So nothing intrusive. All right, though, back on the road. Just had a little bit of a hassle getting that bag tied back up because it's kind of a particular way I have to tie it down. All these interesting green trees, like this green tree bark is like a lime green, and really interesting. If you know what those trees are, let me know in the comments. I'm curious. But yeah, they're almost like a coral. There's no leaves or anything. I'll let you get a visual real quick. So check out that tree bark. It's pretty wild. Interesting, but they're everywhere. Bright green. Huh. Look at these big old cacti, huh? Huge. Wow. So we've been riding for probably a little over an hour, so I think it's about the time that we should be getting close to some ocean views, or Sea of Cortez views I should say. And I have a feeling that over this ridge could be the water, but I don't know. Look at that. We are now behind some guy. Looks like he's got like potatoes or onions or something in that truck. But can't complain when you got a view like this. Look at that. How's this for a coastal road here? The Bay of Conception, I believe is what it's called. The Bay of Concepcion. Oh my goodness, look at this. Clear blue water. Increíble. Beautiful. Yeah, this would be, you know, just a sailboat paradise down here as far as the protected bay. That'd be awesome. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, car behind me. But still, oh yeah. Oh wow. That is so cool. Watch for cattle crossing sign. But look at this. Oh wow. Just incredible. This is just crazy, y'all. The beach we're going to for our first stop, El Requesón. I hope you enjoyed a day of riding with me. I'll leave you with this thought. There's a well-known motorcycle explorer I've been reading about named Helge Peterson, I think is how you pronounce it. He wrote a book. Anyway, he said if you are thinking of doing a motorcycle adventure, you have no excuse. Go out your front door, get on your bike, and head in the direction you want to go. It's that simple. Or get yourself a cheap bike like I did and make it happen. So I'm going to fly the drone at this beach here, so I'll leave you with some of the footage. We're just south of Malecon in Baja California Sur. Thanks for watching. See you next time.